some 4-hour-old coffee, but whatever. It's been a dumb couple weeks. Kids with COVID. I've been out of work for 2 weeks, but thankfully my employer, Shaw Industries, was nice enough to give me 2 weeks paid. I almost shed a tear when I heard that, but otherwise, I sold my entire pedal board. Bought a Helix. More on that. And why, I guess. Not that anybody really cares why, but personal reasons why. Maybe if you're thinking doing the same thing. But really today, well, I got to give props to my buddy in the office. He had to pull up my slack. So, thanks, Jay. I know it's been a crappy 2 weeks for you, man. I'm not going to dive deep into this. Basically, it's just for me. I just really want to see and get all this crap figured out. Because some of this is new to me, some of it's not. But seeing how stuff records from, you know, the little IRs and stuff that are in there, and however, I don't know, we'll see. But we'll just go and roll through a couple little tones. This will be short and sweet, really just for me to listen back on stuff and make a quick video out of it, see how easy it is to sync up everything. So I got like a twin reverb with some delay and tremolo and all that kind of stuff. But clipping, so that's pretty good on the clean. Getting pretty close to that. But so it really is just for me. I want to listen back to each effect and how the amp records and all that kind of stuff. Stuff's pretty cool, man. I've been very impressed with this Helix. And I got the power cab. One thing I got to sell is my 2 Victory amplifiers and 1 microphone. Everything else is sold a lot. Alright, let's put on that harmonic tremolo. That sounds sweet. That's really sweet. That's one thing I can never get with my amps, because I had a mono in, mono out Love Pedal Babyface tremolo, which I used just on the left side, and it was digital, so there was a little bit of latency, which was actually a cool effect sometimes. It took sort of like that laser beam of totally, I guess, 412s hitting you like right in the chest, and it like separated it. It created like a wider stereo field, which it was pretty cool, but yeah, definitely couldn't do that. Fun little delay. Now I had this plugged into my LINE6, actually the pedal board. I'd run some wires over there for the headphones out, and the headphones out sound a little bit better than it does through my Zoom, because that iMac computer, I can run everything into that, I suppose the USB, but that computer is 11 years old, and honestly it's not really up for the task of nothing but more than paying bills. So I make use of this little Zoom thing. I like this little Zoom H6. King of Tone, or Prince of Tone. I don't have it set very high. I used to have one of those, and honestly, I played around this a few days in the power cab, and just like a general thing, like overview, like that power cab and this Helix together, like it sounds so close to being 2 amplifiers, those 2 Victories over there. I actually recreated my own rig. It was pretty funny, but it sounds so close that it's just a no-brainer. I got misty-eyed the first time I played it, so I like it. It's got a really unique kind of stereo field that power cab does. It throws the sound like it's really crazy. Anyways, but that they call it the heir apparent, the Prince of Tone. it sounds really close. I had a Princeton tone, and I always loved it through that Victory V30, and it had a very particular sound, and they captured that very well. I think it does very good at it. Now we're going to throw on a little bit of drum beat here, and that's this stuff's for me. I'm just trying to figure out some levels for stuff. I like to make YouTube videos, right? Like everybody else does. We'll see how this goes. It's probably a little loud. One thing I noticed about this Boss looper is that it doesn't have the same amount of volume, and I've tweaked everything through that power cab as it did in my 2 amps going through the effects loops. It had a lot more ass on the amps on this, but through the headphones it sounds really good, but through the power cab for some reason it doesn't jive. Everything else sounds good through that, but just the looper, the drum and stuff sounds sort of funny. But anyways, let's go back to that. Turn that volume up on that, turn the gain up on the Princeton tone. Turn that up a little bit. And now we're clipping, and that's why I'm making this video, to figure everything out. Enough noodling around on that. I think that's pretty much about it. I don't think this Helix is going to stay on this Temple Audio pedal board. Everything mounts really good to it, and I made use of my little bridge on there. Actually works really perfectly. But when I go to hit the wah, or the expression pedal to turn it into a wah, I got to pretty much stand on the whole thing because the Temple Audio ports flex. I've realized how much they flex that I put this Helix on there, so we'll see how that works. I don't know. No life or death situation, but I really do like the sound of that Les Paul through this twin reverb setting. Just take off that King of Tone, go back to just the amp by itself with some reverb. So far I'm pretty impressed with the sound. But that's it. This is just for me today, so if you want to watch it, watch it. If you're new to a Helix or just thinking about doing it, I'm very impressed with it. And I'm just in the infancy stage. Like, getting to understand all the controls took me about a half hour, truly. I mean, it's a pretty simple layout. A couple other, like, sub-menus and stuff just to understand how routing and stuff goes and volume outputs and all that's a little different, but I like it, man. I'm pretty happy with the damn thing. I really don't want to stop playing, but we'll just end the recording right here because it's just a small video. So. Alright guys, peace.